Welcome once more. I hope you've been enjoying the tale. Of course, our pirates now have found themselves back on their island, the Island of Empty Eyes, and attempting to make peace with some of the locals, the more aquatic kind. Will their meeting go successfully? Well, that's something I'll have to tell you in a second. But of course, there's something else. One last thing to do before the great battle between Harrigan and our pirates begins. A tower off in the distance. A mighty legendary blade. What will become of it? Will it remain there? Will our pirates quest for it once their meeting is done? Well, if you stick around, maybe I'll tell you. But let's start with the basics. A meeting. Peace. Sea elves. A little bit of an interesting tale. The aquatic folk are always interesting to tell tales of. So sit down and enjoy. Merf. I'm gonna have to adjust that. God damn, it's 3 of you. I didn't realize it was 3 people. I was hoping it was 2. Yeah, it doesn't take long though. Here. But hi everybody, welcome to Buccaneers, the Shackled Sea. I'm going to generally fix this. Which one of these is... There we go. I just have to figure out who's who on this entire thing. What are you doing, Joe? You know, he's like leaning over to the one side. I don't know. He was leaning over to the one side. Okay, you're unmuted. You're unmuted now, too.
Yeah, you might want to check that.
Yeah.
That's why I definitely wait. I don't hear other people. Let me just check.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been funny.
Nothing happened, at least.
It would have been funny if we discovered it was muted because Joe was muted, and you weren't, and you weren't listening to the chat, but Joe is actually just muted on his end.
Look, we have to check because there's been like an entire session once where there was no player sound.
It was only half of one. That still is pretty bad.
Hopefully people know how to read lips.
Yeah.
Well, it's honestly,
I don't think...
Good luck.
Good
luck with me.
I like reading 4 people's lips, okay? And then also a glowing Discord icon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish you the best of luck. If you can do it, you know, you're a freak.
They just hacked your computer and went into your webcam, that's all.
I don't even have a webcam plugged in.
You've hacked into the Matrix?
Yeah.
They hacked into your room.
We're in. I'm in the Matrix.
A bit.
Let's go
to this meeting.
I can't remember anything else. What was going on? You guys, folks spoke to some people. Things happened.
I don't believe we did anything on the island yet.
We haven't actually talked.
We're not
to
actually
the mer people.
Yeah.
No, you talked to like the eel and some stuff.
We talked to the. No, we talked to Fish Boy, and we were gonna go. We were gonna go back to our
conversation.
island.
I think.
Yeah.
No, we actually met him at Drenchport.
Oh yeah, we met him. Yeah, I sent him, and then we met him.
And that we're leaving Drenchport now, going back to our island.
You did have a conversation.
We talked to the eel.
But that was at the start of the session.
Yeah.
Was it the start? No, I thought.
Yeah. No, I think we talked to him after we got to the.
We did not get back to the island at the end of the session.
Yeah, we did.
I'm pretty sure we ended in Drenchport.
No, because
we went back to the island. That's how we talked to the eel.
Well, because we gotta go because the
fair enough. It's been 2 weeks.
It has been 2 weeks. So the thing is, like, I have to remember, and I'm not remembering.
No, we went back to the island. We talked to the eel on the island.
Yeah.
And we were about to. We were getting ready. I think.
You make that die roll matter, Tantus. I spent 100 points.
29.
Make that one matter.
I don't know. It's just roll a die.
Die something right now.
All right, 29. Yeah. I'm just gonna make note of it. I'll keep this in mind. It'll be important later. Don't worry.
We started last session doing things down here, and then we determined it would be too hard to find. Ball. We decided it'd be too hard to find the Sahagin and the Trident by looking, which is why we went to Drenchport because we messed.
Yes. There
And then
was
we're back at our
the Lokatha and the Tritons.
Oh,
Tritons.
okay. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's starting to come. I also was on about 2 hours of sleep last night.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
And we're at our island and talk to the eel because to the north of our island is where there's like a sea elf community that we're gonna go talk to.
Yes.
The sea elf dude's father.
I remember now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the sea elf's actual father, and technically speaking, it would be great that we have Jacub here, because Jacub is half elf but half sea elf.
Yeah. Do you want to maybe just say like the talks have to be delayed and we can just go to the island of Black Eyes? Like, that's kind of like a thing for him.
Up to 10.
The thing is, like, I could, but it's story-wise, it's really weird to do that, kind of, because you're already waiting like a week.
We can
Maybe
always
we get sent. They need a couple weeks to prepare the place for you to meet. Because you don't want to breathe water.
Well, weren't you having them meet you at your island, though?
No.
No, we wanted to meet them at their place if they could.
It's more respectful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or something. I guess.
So you could just say they need more time to prepare a place for us to not, be crushed by underwater pressure.
Yeah. That's true.
Sure.
That's a fair excuse.
Yeah.
They haven't had service visitors for a we okay?
Yeah, you've got some time. It's longer time than we were saying, before you go there.
Yeah. Time shifts, and weeks become suddenly a lot longer now.
Yeah, totally. Look, we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. But anyway, so yeah, I guess if you want to head to the tower for now, we can do that entire thing. I am totally ready for this tower.
Where the hell's this tower at?
Which is Kansas where I'm not ready for doing the tower.
No, I am actually ready for the tower. The island of...
So I can move the boat over.
It's over here.
Let me do this.
I'm prepared. I'm so excited to take this sword, and none of us can use it, so we just sell it. Or we keep it.
Well, my suggestion was sort of, none of us can use it. We could give it to the asshole, and we could get help from him.
I don't disagree. I think it's actually a really good idea. But
only if none of us can use it.
Right? Yeah, it's also just so tempting not to, mostly because our characters are like, half of them are absolute dicks to people we don't like, and we don't like them. Okay.
Well, you did have a fist fight with him because he was way too horny.
I mean, in his defense, he was drugged, but also he did some fucked up shit still. All right.
Yes, it's sort of like.
Indeed.
He was drugged, and he may have lost control, but in losing control, tried to do some very awful things. So that's kind of one of those things that. Nothing happened, so you don't necessarily have to worry about it, except he got to a fist fight with you. But still, it's not the best look on character, because even when drugged up, going that direction or something.
Yeah.
Yes, so.
If you do fucked up shit while on alcohol, it still means you're a terrible person.
I mean, he had something a little stronger.
I was giving a human comparison, okay?
Yeah.
Listen.
I'm not, not defending him, but it was a very unusual situation. Anyway, so you folks know virtually nothing about this island other than it exists and where it is on the map.
True. Well, we know that Olo dude wanted to make it his right, and we said no.
Yes, he was basically. I would like right to take control of it and raid this tower for when I want to.
Okay, the question is this tiny island the island of the Black Tower, or is this bigger atoll island?
Let me zoom in and go over there then,
because I think by the center of the name, it should be the tiny island.
I think it is the tiny island. Okay. I think. Let me just check what it says about the isle.
Because the middle of the name is here.
Yeah.
So that's what it looks like. And it doesn't say isles, it says island.
Yeah, it's isle. The Isle of Black Tower lies on the western edge of the Shark Archipelago. Despite being near the Cannibal Islands, even the notorious flesh eaters give it wide berth.
What?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys.
Are there Kuru on this island?
Yes. Yes, there are.
Oh my. Are they from fucking the Mwangi Expanse, right?
They settled there many, many generations ago, but yes.
God, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. There are actual cannibals there. It is a thing. It's probably one of them.
Yeah, let's never go to these islands, guys. I'm judging them based upon this, and I think that's fair. I think I can barely do that.
What happens if you have a hankering for human flesh?
That would only be half cannibalism.
Ooh, what if we introduce some zombies to the island?
They already have those.
When has that ever been something
Sorry,
that has made things better?
When I make the zombies to take over the island.
Yeah.
I can make some zombies. I have the spells.
There are technically 3 known two known Kuru settlements. I don't know if the 3rd settlement that's on the Cannibal Islands, which is actually pretty close to the Isle, but I cannot pronounce this word. I have to look it up.
You can do it. I believe in you.
It's Zen Bargua, ZhenBarGhua.
Bless you.
Yes. Western Sutherland Cannibal Isles. Oh no, it is also a Kuru settlement, but it's a smaller one. Honestly, you guys have enough checks that I can tell you. The other 2 Kuru settlements are to the south and are in former Cyclopsian ruins. Bakumad and Gangsua. Yeah. They are all Kuru cities. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Kuru are not pleasant people.
No. They eat people.
Yes.
Oof. And I'll generally consider eating people a little too weird for me. I'll be that judgmental.
Technically speaking, they're a humanoid race. They're not exactly the same as, I don't think they're a sub-race of humans.
They are humans, I think, specific. They're just changed.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah,
Yeah. Pathfinder has some weird things out there, guys.
Yes.
Nah, it's totally normal.
You have a very normal leg.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Your leg is very normal.
Is it waterproof?
Hopefully.
Most likely.
I mean, it would be pretty shitty to give someone that lives on a boat basically in the shackles a water damageable leg. I'll be real, okay?
I like them because I just looked up their stats as a character kind of things, and they have the special ability cannibalistic vitality. If they hit something with their bite attack, they gain a temporary hit points by ingesting their blood.
That's weird.
Anyway, we don't go to the islands because they're cannibalism. And that's
they're probably really bad.
Because they're cannibalism.
We don't go to those places.
There's not cannibals there. The islands themselves are cannibalistic.
No, because they're the group of people's cannibalism. Okay, I'm fighting you.
I'll be honest. Are they any worse than we are? Because we've done some pretty bad stuff.
I mean, at least we don't eat people.
Well, I don't know what Yaalkol does when he's on his own.
Yaalkol, it's not cannibalism if Yaalkol eats a person.
Look, they consider it kind of is because I guess he's technically humanoid, and humanoids technically treat each other the same.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was making a joke. Okay,
who my mom is, to be fair. So
we don't
if he eats part of himself, it's auto cannibalism.
That's true.
I could be half human for all I know.
So anyway, we arrived to this island. Does it have a standing black tower that's obvious?
I mean, if you're going straight there without looking up anything on it, sure.
I will try to do...
No, alright, we stop at...
Local or history, if you want to know about it particularly.
Let me roll a local to try and know
we could just say, if you're doing it on the way, we could see what you get.
Yeah, where the hell is my character sheet?
I get a +10, so I could just...
We can ask the halflings.
No, we're saving that one.
I no longer want to tip halfling homes.
We can drop the halflings off at the Cannibal Isles.
We got some pretty big secrets we can sell to those guys for information.
Not those halflings, just the Rampor Islands are the closest islands.
Local. The 35.
All right, yeah, you rolled well. You know that the lost weapon is known as Iger's Kiss. So the thing is, the Black Tower on this isle is infamous in and of itself. It's ancient. No one knows how exactly long it is. It could be from like the Cyclopsian Empire. It could be from something before then. But it is a massive ancient tower, and you know the legend of the Iger's Kiss. This weapon is actually something that happened nearly 3 decades ago now. A infamous pirate captain, Tavandia Iger, who was a powerful cleric of Norgriber, led a raid on this tower because the tower had been under the control of something known as the Shrouded Queen, who mastered the ocean currents of the area there, had strange monsters that it controlled, that it used on the local pirates, that anybody that would get close to it. So the entire area and the shipping lanes around this area became very dangerous. Captain Iger lost the sword, her ship, and her life in the raid. But the Shrouded Queen was defeated, and the area around the isle opened up. As much as the Cannibal Isles are dangerous and no one stops there, there's some nice shipping lanes that go right by them. Guess what? This monster basically prevented that from being used until this person killed it. So, you know, according to legend, you know, killed this thing, defeated it. So, the thing is, though, even if it's been defeated, the Black Tower still is a dangerous place because the captain lost her life there. There's been all attempts to retrieve the Iger's Kiss have failed, and no one has maintained control of the tower. No one can get control of the tower. So, whether there's something that has taken on the role of the Shrouded Queen, or some of its monsters are left behind, you know, or maybe just like magical traps, who knows what's there, you know, but the Black Tower has remained outside of anybody's control. And it is actually the silver anniversary of the Shrouded Queen's defeat was the reason it was on the talk of the Pirate Council. It had been 25 years exactly when the Pirate Council was talking about it, around that time. And the only other thing that you know about it is Captain Iger had a son who's disappeared as of recent. A very unpleasant man whose nickname is Barracuda. Some say he's disappeared at the Black Tower. Others that he left the shackles because of this kind of... there was a failure in this entire thing because though the Shrouded Queen was died, everything was lost, you know, like so sort of like a failure of the of his mother, you know, so it kind of like is there, you know. So honestly, the sword, as far as you know, the Iger's Kiss is still there.
Okay.
So yeah, you know, you would also know with that the reason that the cannibals of Cannibal Island do not go about this is they believe the ghost of the Shrouded Queen haunts the place. So they believe that like once it was killed, its ghost took over the place, and that's what protects it. It is a 400-foot high tower, 30 feet in diameter, made of black stone in the center of the island.
Neat.
Yeah.
I guess I will call a meeting and alert the crew to this kind of nonsense.
I will tell you one thing with your 35 that you know about. It's something that not many people know, but certainly you've... whether or not you want to talk about it is... apparently it's the rumor is, from some powerful theurges, that the original creation of the tower, or at least for however long it dates back, it seems to mimic some stuff that fits along the line of the theological, some of the shapes that were originally in the tower and stuff like that. And the way it's designed matches Dagon.
Which one is Dagon?
The Demon Lord. The aquatic one.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna just... How shitty is this one? There's a lot of demons.
Yes.
Oh, it's this guy. Well, yeah, it's him. He's a douchebag.
Yep. Mhm.
I need to roll like a religion check to see if I know about
Yeah,
big
I'll
gun.
explain that. I feel like I would probably have a decent understanding of that, given like. I mean, it's kind of the opposite of Asmodeus, really. Like demons, not as demons, not as chill and Chelix.
Yes.
Demons are like probably the #1 enemy of Chelix.
Mhm.
I will include that, whether or not anyone in the party understands what that means.
Do I know what that means? I mean,
the reason that I'll tell you what you would also know about is the black stone. It's abyssal stone.
Oh, that's fun. What does that mean?
It's basically the tower itself is made out of a rupture of the abyss. That's been brought into manifest.
That's metal as hell.
Yeah.
That's based, dude. We should claim this island. We should live here. What?
I mean, it's very evil and probably like attracts really horrible abyssal monstrosities.
I can fix it, guys.
Oh no, you can't.
I
You
can
cannot.
You know, I'm just.
You can't fix him, Revia.
I'm just saying. You know, there's a reason that probably the tower has remained unoccupied.
Yeah, it's
and
all
that's
fucking
I'll
demons.
just concentrate.
Sounds like demons like showing up there.
Yeah, okay.
I'll relay all of this.
You know, and the idea of
gets
someone
it.
that ruled it and controlled monsters, the idea of monsters, maybe they were demons.
So I have a question.
You know?
Are demons impacted? Like, are they weak to holy weapons?
Yes.
Interesting. And I guess for the party, is there any like things we want to buy?
I don't know much about any demons.
To protect ourselves from demons. Like, I guess I can give us protection from evil, although that won't really help because we all have rings of deflection.
Yes.
We don't know the type of demons, and I think there's no like energy type that demons specialize in, right? So it's not like you can't just like grab a fire.
Lightning.
If anybody wants to roll knowledge planes and or use Jacub to roll knowledge planes.
Yeah, I think I still have access to this curse.
Yeah, roll Jacob's, but yeah, I'm about to say out of game.
Tell
My
you-
brain's like, I just played Wrath of the Righteous, guys.
Yeah, I can tell you demon-based statistics.
Jacob is
the basics.
still missing 10 skill ranks. I'm very tempted to just put these in.
Don't worry about it for now. It's not important. Yeah, knowledge plane.
Yeah.
There it is.
Sometimes I forget in Pathfinder there's actually a skill for.
That one. Jacob's dumb.
Well, 18 is still
18
not great.
Fortunately, don't autofill on a 1, but I'll give you some basics that
Can we get Harsh to
probably
roll?
knew.
No, I don't think he'd know shit about demons.
I will tell you with an 18, you know very, very basics. I will give you these two things that Jacub would probably know. They are immune to electricity. That's sort of like that's an easy one to know about. You know, that's an easy one.
Yep.
And the other one is many of them have the ability to summon more demons.
Yep.
Now, like, you know, as a summon person that does summon things, Jacub knows if they're summoned with something like a summon monster, they can't summon stuff. I'm not going to have him roll for that. He's summoned stuff before, you know. Did he? I think he did, right?
I mean, I know I have the spells on my spell list.
Jacub
okay?
doesn't summon. Jacub transforms things into other things.
At the end of the day,
Rio summons.
Oh, there was Rio that was summoned, yeah.
I would know because I have summon spells on my spell list.
Okay,
I know my
you
spells.
might have an idea of that then. But
So, like, I know my spells list, right?
that's just, there are many other ways to summon forth a demon or to call forth a demon. And if they came in
this sounds
any
like
of
a
those
natural.
other ways, they could summon more.
Okay. So I guess I can prepare spells if do we think so I guess part in our brains. Because I don't even know. I mean, I guess I can prepare myself a protection from energy or communal protection from energy. Do I have that? Yeah, I have that. But I have to pick what type it is, right?
Read some of my things.
When you cast it, you do.
Okay, cool. I could just prepare it and then. Cool, lovely.
This one.
So, I can prepare a communal protection from energy, which will protect us, which will give everyone DR 11, basically. Well, yeah, effectively DR 11, right? I think it doesn't protect you wholly; it only protects you in part.
Yeah, Myste would also inform me that she can channel divine energy into her weapon to deal with planar creatures.
Yeah, I can make my weapon. I can make a holy icy rapier.
I can just stab them.
Well, good job, Chester. Actually, you know what we should buy? In case there's a big bad demon, I think there's a spell called Holy Weapon.
Holy Weapon is a spell.
Yeah.
I think it's a paladin spell. It's a level 1. We could buy potions of that. Oils, I guess, more specifically. And then we can buy it for each of the melee boys. And you can use them in like a bigger encounter as preparation. Will last a minute.
I actually don't know if there is a super early spell. There's a 4th level paladin spell.
Blessed Weapon. I'm thinking Blessed Weapon.
Yeah, I think Blessed Weapon's what you're thinking.
Which would
Blessed
probably
Weapon
be helpful.
Bypass DR of evil creatures.
It'll make your weapon align as good.
I wouldn't need it, but
yeah.
others will.
Talk about Yaalkol and
The 2 non-magic boys.
yeah, which have no recourse to fight against things that are protected against their weapons, other than hitting hard.
Just hit harder.
So we can stop by and pick up a couple of these oils.
There is some places along the way.
If you just want to pick them up, these things are easy to pick up. You
Oh,
just mark
it also makes the weapon true strike against evil foes.
Yep.
Yes.
Um,
Incorporeal evil foes. Yeah. That's because the +1 weapon lets you hit at 50% damage, I think. This just lets you bypass.
Yeah.
Pretty based.
Pretty good.
And they only cost 50 gold for a level 1 potion.
I might as well pick one.
So they're actually pretty good things to pick up. I know about this because I've used it in another campaign.
Yeah, I'll pick one up mostly just in case there's some incorporeal shit.
I'm gonna ping my spell so I can read it because they're reading on the Pathfinder.
That is good, because if there is a ghost of an evil thing...
Yeah. I have experience fighting ghosts.
Do we know if demons are resistant to cold?
No idea. But we know lightning, I think.
They're immune to lightning.
Yeah, they're immune to lightning. I don't know if we learned any of the resistance because it was an 18.
Yeah. Alright, I need to Google holy water.
I don't have enough money to really prep, so I'm good.
Yeah, so I think we go and stop by at least and pick up some of the things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I
would maybe also recommend. No, it wouldn't matter because there's no other ranged characters in the party right now, so that doesn't actually matter.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna buy one of them.
Blanches are actually really bad on melee weapons.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 50 golds. Potion.
Yeah, I can pay for mine.
I wasn't gonna pay for it.
Right.
You better pay for it.
Selfishness.
All got money, okay?
I don't know how much money I have actually.
I have some cash if we need to put down big money for anything.
I have 16.
Remember, I
19.
deleted all of my money at one point, so I'm back down to 200 gold.
I have 3 oils of magic weapons.
Honestly,
is there a way that we can sell
the
these?
way to balance me, I think.
You sell them for 25.
Yeah.
Like, so
it's hardly even worth selling, but yeah, you can.
I know, but like, I'm never gonna use them. Like,
Yeah,
So if he sells 2 of those, he could buy
True.
one of the blessed ones for free then.
Yeah.
True.
Is there anything I can get, any spells or oils I can get to put on my weapon to
Potion of Blessed Weapon.
bless weapon? Would
Blessed
work?
That
Okay.
would be the
Yeah.
best one.
Blessed
Yeah,
Weapon makes your
I
weapon
bought
food
2
alive.
of them.
I only bought one. I could buy 2, but I don't think I need it.
How much are they?
50 gold.
50.
Oh, those are the 50. So yeah, I'll sell the 2, the 3 potions I have. That'll pay for 1 potion. Then I will buy 2 more of my own volition. For
I just
100.
got 2 because I'm like, that's good for 2 battles.
I got 1. Because I'm not sure how the holy weapon will interact. So
It's an
we
excellent
found
question. I have no idea.
because it's holy watered, so it might bypass the DR. I have no idea, but we'll find out.
All right, cool.
I think it's 100% up to Tantus's ruling.
Mm.
All right. So I think
Um,
I'm good to go. Do we want like potions? Like we never really need. I have a potion to cure moderate wounds on myself.
Are we stocked up on? Because I know we're
Yes.
stocked up on cure wands.
I have a lesser rest.
You have another lesser rest. Okay, that was
I
my
have
main.
Right,
50
let's go.
charges, untouched.
So
Okay.
I only have 5 charges left on mine.
What about your staff? Is your staff all charged up?
It's been enough days, I presume so. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're good there.
The staff probably won't be important for this, unless it's really hot, I guess.
No one
No,
uses
I
a
don't
bow regularly,
think-
right?
No, I only use a gun.
Actually,
also,
we
if
can
need-
try to be sneaky, guys. I have passed Fatal Trace on the staff.
and if need be, I still have that potion of invisibility.
So I'm always down
yeah.
to try stealth. But I'm just gonna be on the
No,
level.
pass
with
Fatal
you.
Trace isn't actually that good in Pathfinder.
No, it's actually not great in Pathfinder.
It has
Okay, well,
uses, but not really more. It's Pass Without Trace in Pathfinder is not a combat thing. It's more of a out of combat
Help.
kind of thing.
Yeah, I got you.
If you're running away, if you cast Pass Fatal Trace, they can't follow your trap.
Yes, it's good, which happens sometimes, so it's not
Yeah,
bad.
Certainly
I
happens.
agree.
It isn't helpful for
I
sneaking
guess-
up to people.
In this particular situation, yeah, it's not
Yeah.
great.
Big question then, which I doubt we need. Is there any scrolls we want to purchase? So
I can't use scrolls, so that's a
the-
you.
This is a me and
you-
you question.
yeah, I don't have any. I need. Do you need any?
I don't think so.
Henry could, or sorry, Jacub could possibly need them if I knew the spell list.
I have no idea what spells Jacob has, so I don't think
Uh.
even suggesting scrolls is helpful.
I was gonna say, Pass Without Trace is good if you're invisible, because then you don't
we
leave
want to
footprints.
grab? Is there any like spells that we want to grab that we might be able to get to cast? Need be? Like, are there any
I-
spells that you guys can think of that might be situational?
I don't think
but-
there's any wizard spells that
No.
I don't have access to as a cleric that will help us in this.
The clerics tend to get all
we,
the.
we have a way to do flight, right? I
Anti-flare,
think
yeah.
that's on Jacob's.
That's on
list.
Jacob. Yeah,
Jacob always
has
has
flight.
flight prepared. Well,
Yeah, he has fly. Okay, so
So I think we're
we,
good.
we obviously have breathe underwater.
Okay. This
Um,
is, I guess, an actual question. Do the people who don't have magic eyes, do you want to grab or try to grab potions of sea invisibility? Because we might deal with invisible stuff in this tower.
I never drank mine during our last encounter.
How
I
long does
didn't
that last?
need
Is it 10 minutes per level?
I'm looking up the spell in Pathfinder.
Yeah.
So I know you have invisibility purge, but it's 10 minutes.
Yeah,
to.
well,
Or did I? Okay,
I could
maybe
just do
did.
invisibility purge.
Okay.
But things are not always going to be in range of the purge.
Yeah, well, it's within 55 feet. So,
Let me buy one.
It's just
If
like
we-
just in case, right?
yeah. They're kind of expensive for potions though. They're level 2
Well,
spell.
It's
Well,
level 2
well,
spell, so it's a
that's
little
level
bit
2.
pricey, but it's. I think it might be something nice to keep in the back pocket because currently Misty is the only person in the party that can see invisible
Yeah.
things.
I
Right.
always have invisibility purge prepared, so I won't worry about it. But I had that.
I'm gonna grab one.
It might be
It's 300
smart.
gold.
My logic is it might be smart because I tend to roll hot garbage on perceptions. Someone else has it active, they could spot the invisible thing, tell you purge, right?
Yeah. No, I agree. My perception.
I mean, I have really high perception.
I have an
just,
18 perception.
I have really good perception. I just consistently roll like a 2.
Do we think? All right, I'm deciding. All right, so my level 4 spell will be communal protection from energy. I have
300 for the
300,
potion of sea
300 for the
invisibility.
potion.
Yeah.
I'll get one too since I have really good perception.
Yeah.
Fun fact: next level, I'll be summoning demons with my free summon.
Amazing.
Fair enough. That might be a problem for me.
What?
Well, they disappear after a couple of rounds.
Still a little fucked up. Dude.
Hey, look! All right, they're the best summon options. Okay,
Okay.
I don't know what to say.
I can't think of anything even like
I think we're
fringe that we're gonna need that we
good.
can encounter.
Yeah, I have
Hold on.
dispel magic prep.
checking
I
the
have.
bag of holding.
Yeah, I've checked the bag of holding. Nothing there is.
Yeah, with the list restoration, I think that's really gonna cover
Yep.
most of the other shit.
Yeah, I
It
have.
doesn't work the same way in 5e in Pathfinder and 5e, right? This just does a static like.
Just static, you roll a die and you heal X for lesser restoration.
Yeah, I have communal delay poison. I'll cast it on
Good
us
plan.
before we enter because it's always a problem.
In the event disease comes up, I have a wand of cure disease.
Okay.
Ooh, that's expensive.
That's
I just have
really
one, yeah.
you've covered like the big 3.
You get
Okay.
disease, poison, and curse technically covered.
Let's
Yeah.
just hope that they don't have curse. Curses are just always a nightmare to deal with.
Curses
Yeah.
are luckily usually we can solve that problem later.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, so I think we've got the big 3 triage covered. Other
All right,
than
yeah.
other than death, but we're too low level to
Well,
triage
we-
death at this point.
Next level, we can. At least I can do some resurrecting if I take Inquisitor levels later. I think. I don't know what caster type Warpriest is, but we'll get it eventually. Doesn't matter.
I have cleric spells, and I'm a prepared caster. So I get once I get level 5 spells, I'll have raised dead.
And Breath of Life for emergency.
Yeah, well, I'll probably Breath of Life every day. Just-
That's like one of the best ones.
well, it depends on all the 5th level spells. Okay.
Yes.
But honestly, I'll be real. I'm probably the most likely that I'm dying any time
This
with
isn't-
my life.
It's not wrong.
Somehow
Alright.
I haven't died. So yeah, we ride the boat up to the island of the Black Tower.
Okay, so the island of the Black Tower, certainly you can see the Black Tower very far into the distance. It juts out of the ocean and is noticeable as like this almost like spindly pin in the distance, a black shape. The island itself is a jungle-covered rock, I would describe it as. Not near circular in shape, covered in dense jungle, where it kind of mounds up to the highest point, and which out of the highest point, this massive tower juts into the air. As you're approaching, I would want 17.
Thanks.
Uh-huh. I'll just make note of that also. You never know when that'll come up.
Yeah, we might. Oh shit!
Sorry, that's
173. Damn,
that's me accidentally hitting 3 when trying to hit enter on the numpad.
that's a high roll.
Yes. What was I saying? Anybody could make me a perception or a nature check.
Oh, I'm bad at nature, so I'm gonna quickly.
I will make a perception.
Misty's looking through with the.
I have eyes.
The far
today.
glass.
I'm
You have the
dead.
far glass
I'm gonna
too,
die.
right? The far glass though. We
Like,
have that ready. We're looking.
So,
I don't actually know who has that.
Misty,
You
this
have
is
that,
something that you will
No, I
notice.
normally. Oh wait, no, yeah, you normally have it. I think I had
yeah,
it one
yeah.
time.
This is something that's very subtle, so no one else will notice except for you, Misty. And it takes you a while as you're sailing into the area, like getting close to shore where you can basically launch a boat and, make landfall. You'll notice something that, like, at first, it's seemingly unnoticeable. But then you notice there's a quiet to the island. There's waves. You can hear the water, the wind. But there's something missing that it takes you a little while of sailing in to realize it. There are no birds. Seabirds normally flock to anywhere. There should be plenty of birds in a jungle like this. There's nothing.
Well, we should proceed with the utmost caution.
Maybe it's because the lion sleeps tonight.
Not even birds want to land here.
Well, I think there's like demons here, right? So like, what if all the birds got eaten by a demon?
Could be something more. Just be careful.
Or birds just don't want to be around the demons.
Don't wander off on your own.
Well, I think that would
Listen,
be a good
I
idea.
never wander off on my own because I'll
That's
just get
the
lost.
captain.
I think that's just a good advice in general when we're going to do a deep, possibly demon-filled island.
No, I would totally do it if I did get lost every day.
Fortunately, the island isn't huge. It's probably about half a mile in diameter. So it doesn't take a lot to land and head to the kind of like up the mound, because basically like you think of it like as a large mound.
It's like a hill.
Yeah,
It's
because
just like a tower at the middle.
It's you go from where the tower's on the top. It's about 120 feet up to the highest point on the island, where then a 400-foot tower comes out of. So it is a very hilly kind of jungly mound. It's kind of like this rocky jungle in the middle of the entire area. So it's certainly, there's not a lot of flat terrain to it, but it has some relatively nice beaches here and there, and some areas where it's a little cliffy. The cliffs aren't that bad in this area. In comparison to some of these islands, you've had like massive cliffs of these stones that have jutted out, probably from like, volcanic activity and stuff over the ages. This one is honestly not too bad in comparison to a lot of places you've been to. And you can find place to go to shore. As I said, the jungle itself, it is, you can certainly hear noises from it, but it's the sound of like all kinds of insects and things like that. So like, buzzing noises and like, almost like, noise like a crickets would make and stuff like that, or like small insects where they like kind of sing and things like that. So it creates a very eerie thing because there's not a lot of other noises there.
Mm-hmm.
And certainly, as I said, there's no noise of birds with all these insects. And it is incredibly insecty. As soon as you even land, you are being swarmed by biting insects. The only person that's not affected by this is Yaalkol. He has scales.
Is this all sandy, or is there mud here?
Would...
Honestly, like, the beach is kind of like a sandy beach, not a very big one. As I said, like, there's these like areas where it's like maybe like 20 foot tall cliffs that kind of jut out from the jungle that lead into it, and then like sandy beaches in the middle where kind of stuff is broken down. So it's a rough shore, but there's plenty of places to come ashore at least. There are plenty of these small beaches.
I was more thinking if there was any ground somewhere nearby, rub mud on you.
Does this feel like an unnatural amount of insects?
Nature. Anybody can roll that.
Nature, but I can try.
Okay, well, we'll give it a try. Let's see about that one.
I could have
26.
passed.
Okay. If there is no birds here, there is nothing to control the insect population. Like, it might be if there is nothing to feed on the birds or the insects, there just are insects aplenty.
Okay, so this definitely, in Misty said, confirms that birds just never come here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As a note, I just realized I have communal resist energy as well.
Could be useful.
Could be so.
I have both of those. The last 10 minutes.
You have
So-
communal bug repellent.
Oh, as a note,
No.
as soon as we get to shore, I do cast the invisibility.
Okay.
Because it lasts like an hour.
Yeah. It will take you a while still to get to the tower, even though it's maybe like a quarter of a mile away, because it is thick, overgrown jungle you've got to kind of bushwhack through. Like, this place doesn't have anything other than the tower here. It is just thick, rocky jungle that kind of like goes up these like kind of rockish hills where like the trees are kind of like coming out of, and massive like spurts filled with bugs and spiders and all the little creepy crawlies that just infest the entire area. It's honestly kind of awful.
Okay.
I mean, I'm fine.
Yeah,
So-
well, I mean, like, relatively speaking, fine.
Alright, yeah. I get it. It's just a skill issue for the rest of us.
So, I guess when we get to the tower,
Mhm.
are we at the tower without trouble besides the bugs and shit?
I will tell you, you can get to the tower. It'll take you a little while, and it will be awful. And probably all of you are going to be feeling awful, like, covered in bug bites, itchy.
I'm taking my cloak, wrapping it completely around me, and just having like my eyes and my.
Oh yeah, they're
pull
still
my
trying to
hat
get to
down.
like they're still trying to
Yeah.
get in your face, and it's
I'm
still
just trying to
awful.
cover myself as much
Yeah.
as possible.
You're trying to keep them out, but there's also things crawling on you probably, and honestly, it's a jungle and moist, and there's probably like leeches hiding in the plants because they do that too.
At least I'm immune to disease, okay? That's all I'm happy about.
Anyway,
I've got
yeah,
a
that's
cool
pretty terrible.
Inquisitor guard that covers most shit, so...
approaching the Black Tower, it certainly stands out from the jungle. It seems as though the jungle is kept away a little bit by the existence of this thing. It is this strange, kind of porous, black stone. And just looking at it, you can kind of feel it. It's kind of got a rough, grainy feel like pumice. Those of you that have now approached can make a knowledge, arcana, or engineering check.
I can do engineering.
I cannot do it.
Maybe.
Here, I'll roll off Jacob's.
I'm going to die today.
I'm going to tell you here.
Jacob will roll Arcana.
Yeah.
Someone else can deal with that.
Discussing it quickly with Jacub, you can confirm that just from the idea of it, with this weird structure, there has to be powerful magic inside the building itself to support this.
I don't like this place.
Walking around the tower, as I said, it's only 30 feet wide. Diameter. Let me check that.
I'm making perception checks for checking for any traps.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are no visible entrances on this bottom floor, the 30 feet wide, that you can easily walk around. It's only 30 feet wide. There are, however, vines that cover large amounts of this entire thing.
Okay.
Certainly
I
could climb very far up on these vines.
I also have my Eye of Plunder ability, which I do get +1 bonus on concealed or secret objects, including doors and traps.
All right, if you want to make a perception just to see if there's a secret way in.
Yeah.
Search around.
I
Actually,
will
I could
also-
tell you, you could take a 20, honestly, if you wanted to. Remember, you have time if you want to spend
Yeah.
it here.
I'll take the 20.
You don't
So
find
that
anything.
would give me a 38.
You don't find
Okay.
anything, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
With the 38, you're not going to find anything.
How tall is this tower again?
400 feet tall.
Okay. But if it's only 30 feet wide, if we're just making like a straight up there, that shouldn't take too long.
I will tell you mechanically, with the vines where they are, it's DC 10 climb check.
No, I'm talking about just walking from the inside of the building.
You can't get
There's
inside.
no way in. Is the
Oh,
problem.
there's no way in. I missed
Yeah.
it. There's no
Yeah,
door.
there is no
Can't get it.
entrance.
Yeah, I just looked
Huh.
for secret doors and
I have
traps,
spider
and
We should get in and out as quickly as possible.
So I guess before we go in,
well, do we see any entrances higher up?
Nothing that is visible, but I'm going to say, like, even with a 38, certainly you can see up the tower. You will not see anything that is noticeable visibly. There could be something very high up. It's 400 feet. It's kind of hard to notice anything at, like, this distance. There could be something at the top.
There also could be a magically hidden door, which I would not be able to see. Can anyone detect magic?
The Detect
Yeah.
Secret Doors was used. I
Yeah.
will
Yeah,
tell
Detect
you,
Magic wouldn't help with
it
that.
does not work here. You do not detect a secret door down here.
Okay.
Okay.
Good use of the spell, though. It does confirm no secret doors down here.
How
And
long would
coming
it
in use,
take-
baby.
How long would it take to climb 400 feet? It'd be half
Um,
your movement, right?
normally, if you're not accelerating, it's like quarter movement.
Yeah,
but you can
quarter
make 2 moves, so it's basically
That's half.
for a full round, you can do half your speed. So let's say it's about 15 feet. So about with round, so 150 feet in a minute. So honestly,
It'd
like
take
3
26
minutes.
rounds.
Yeah, like 3 minutes to climb, a little less than 3 minutes to climb up the entire tower. Again, no DC 10 climb check. I don't know if there's anybody who can fail that.
I can spider climb at 20 feet.
Potentially.
I mean,
Jacob.
I could fail that. I only have +7.
Yeah, that
Jacob could certainly fail it. He has a 0.
yeah. So Jacob would
Jacob
have.
can cast fly.
Yeah, or like a spider climb or something.
Does he have spider climb?
I assume he's a transmuter. He must,
I
right?
don't
Like
think-
that's.
I've never
but-
seen him cast it.
I don't know
that's
what he
the problem,
casts.
We don't know.
He magically has
These
his spell.
Arcanists are like are they
They
prepared
prep like
for that?
5e wizards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
So
put-
yeah, I feel like
he might, but I don't know.
I don't think
Can
I've
we
ever
go-
seen him cast it, so that's why I would.
Yeah,
Can
He
we
has
tell what
fly,
kind
so-
of material the tower is made out of?
Thistle
It's like-
stone, right?
Abyssal-
like
The
I'm
whole
going to tell
thing's
you,
abyssal stone?
the identification was the deep legends of this tower. It was created by a powerful being that summoned the stone directly from the abyss. Basically,
Okay.
like a powerful servant of Dagon created it.
So
That's
probably
that's
really
the deep
strong.
legend. Yes. I will tell you, for those of you that really care, it kind of feels rough and grainy like pumice, yet the strength of marble. So I mean,
Okay.
like,
I was also thinking pittance might help, but nope.
yeah,
Oh, I was thinking those in.
marble's really hard to do stuff with that.
Yeah, but like as soon as you said marble, I'm like yeah,
Yep,
that ain't
yep,
happening.
Again, though, kind of covered in vines. You know, the jungle has, tried to eat up the tower. It just can't really. It just lives on top of it.
So I guess
Yeah.
my question is, could we use, say, the rope of climbing to, over a longer period of time, to wrap around vines and get people up easier?
Yes and no.
Couldn't we also just fly?
Well, we didn't want to waste the spell slots on fly.
Well, Jacob's got a lot of spell slots.
I gotta be also honest. Like, Yaalkol could just carry Jacob on his back, probably.
That's true. Well,
Do the old
I'm open
Yoda.
to that. I'm always
problem
open
is
to that.
Chester, to be honest, not being able to guarantee.
Yeah, I mean I have a 10% chance of failure because 1 or 2.
That's
I mean,
a lot of
I-
climb checks.
I think fly might not be a bad idea, but
I don't
understand I
think
wanted to use the spell slot,
it's a bad idea.
or rather the
I
prepared spell, or whatever Jacob
Well,
has.
It's spell
If-
slots.
Jacob has a lot.
If you
so-
want, I could take my potion of invisibility. Have him cast fly on me. Take my potion of invisibility and scout the tower real quick. See if I can find any openings.
I think that might not be a bad idea, but I think
Okay.
the top will hold all the answers.
Oh, sorry. I forgot I could do this, and
I
can
think-
do something here. I forgot.
I think we can just.
Right.
I think we can just cast fly on Chester.
So hey, there's this nice over tower that you can see over at the side, can't you?
Yeah, I can see it like here.
Yeah, it's very thin.
Yeah.
Yes.
30
It's a giant
feet
middle finger.
wide, 400 feet tall. It is gigantic shaft the sky. Someone
Well.
certainly was middle fingering the universe with this.
Overcompensation.
I wonder. No, but I think casting fly on Chester and everyone else starts to climb up. I think is pretty fair. Can you climb it?
I have 14 climb. I'm good.
Yeah, and I can spider climb it. So. Yeah, I think that's the plan.
Then I can scout ahead, see if there's any danger, and if it's just the very top, I can see if there's any danger at the very top.
And you know what we do? We use the rope of climbing to tie Jacob to Yaalkol's back.
That seems appropriate.
You're doing it's the Yoda and Luke method, you know.
We just need to get a saddle for him.
Oh,
Okay,
We've done this before, which is the funny part.
yeah. This is the second time this has happened.
so Chester, you're flying up, checking out the tower, taking a look at it.
Yeah, I'm taking the potion of invisibility first, just to make sure if there is something at the top.
Yep.
I just want to make sure that was known.
Yep. The tower itself, flying up it. You can make me a perception if you want to. Just take a look around.
Ugh.
you don't see much different than what you saw down at the bottom floor.
Especially not with a 4.
Yeah, you kind of like looking around. There's nothing noticeable. The vines go up the length of the tower. You know, they're going all the way up. And you can see that the top of the tower, as you're approaching it, is in fact covered in massive amount of kind of foliage and brush, which I will just go over here and reveal. I can kind of reveal it a little bit more. Hi, this is B1. When you get to the top, you can see that years of neglect and exposure to, without anybody causing any kind of assistance after the last kind of quarter of a century, have caused actually the roof to partially collapse. There's kind of like a bowl shape here with rubble filling the concavity at the tower's crown. The stonework and rubble is kind of buried behind all this vines and moss and kind of hanging plants, clinging to kind of like a little bit of like kind of like natural soil that seems to maybe kind of like mixed in and broken down here from like the plants and stuff. So it's kind of like sodden, decomposing mess all over the place here.
Okay. Do I see anything moving up there?
You can make another perception on this one, I guess, if you want to.
Sure. Hopefully it'll be better.
That is technically better.
There doesn't seem to be anything moving. Granted, like, you don't see anything moving. You don't see, like, a direct way in. But this does seem to be damage to the tower, so maybe with, like, the right expedition to this, because you're flying above this. You're not, like, into the, like, growth and stuff like there. So certainly, like, you're not going to be like, well, there's nothing there. You're just like, maybe there's a way in. This looks like the top of the tower's kind of collapsed a little bit. You know, so it must have collapsed into the rest of the tower a little bit. There must be something here, but, you know, even if it wasn't originally an entrance, there probably is something. You might have to dig out some stuff, as far as you know, but you need the rest of the people there. But you don't see any movement on it.
I was going to say, I'm going to fly back down as they're climbing up and just be like, looks like there might be some damage at the top of the tower. I don't see an obvious way in, but we might have to clear out some of the foliage up there.
Chester go. No, not Chester. I mean, Jacub go. Ah! Oh yeah, you're invisible.
Yeah, I'm probably second up there.
Yeah.
Because I can just climb at 40 feet around. Yeah.
I'll land up there with you.
Yeah.
Man, this looks like a lot of work.
Agreed.
It's a mess.
But I don't think we should start clearing anything until our friends are off the vines.
What if this is just like a shambling mound?
I think it would be attacking us at this point. We're standing on it.
I don't know, dude. Those things are freaky. That's the conversation between Revia and Chester.
Mm-hmm. The rest of them will arrive eventually. People will get up to the top.
Why do I continue traveling with you? You make me do all this weird shit.
I mean, you're just climbing up a tower made of, you know, demon stone. What's so weird about that?
I think we're going to have to clear this stuff off.
If all of you up there now want to make perception checks, you kind of take a look around, see what you see. You're in, and you're also in and amongst the, you know, leaves
yeah,
and grass.
so
and
I
stuff.
can make another one.
Yeah,
Hopefully this time I'm not going to roll below a 6.
Yeah, I could
Come
theoretically
on,
have made better
fire
than
today.
24.
Oh, Jesus Christ, another 4.
As
You know how
none
I
of you
feel.
looking around, but Myste in their like infinite wisdom, kind
It's
of like
because I'm so on alert because this is demon shit.
you'll actually notice, which I can actually reveal something here, a section of the area which is kind of like oddly sunken in, like a little bit more than everywhere else. It's like you can tell the kind of like the kind of like soil and dirt that's kind of been created in here sinks into an area.
Ooh. Alright. Captain,
Yeah.
go and investigate that soil. See if you can move it.
Well, I'll just reveal this. Hey, look, I'm
I
at the top
guess-
of this tower.
I guess I will cast protection or communal protection from, or delay poison.
Okay.
We're all delayed poison for How many hours are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 hours.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah.
It's very helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yaalkol, are you clearing away at that area?
Yeah, I'll go and just like clear it out with
Alright.
like my.
It only takes a couple of minutes, but what you can see, there seems to have been an old stone trap door here. And you can see like little bits of the light and little kind of dirt seems to go through into something below there. The door itself seems damaged, but honestly, you could maybe brute force it open, having cleared away the material here.
Yeah, I would. I'd look at the others and say, "Should I kick it down?"
Maybe not kick it.
Well, yeah, hammer it, obviously.
Try prying it
You
first.
just pull it open.
Yeah, try just pulling it quieter that way.
But besides trying to do that, do we want to cast our protection spells now?
We don't know what we're protecting against.
Yeah, but like if we think that we know they're immune to lightning, they might be, you know, I can cast resistance from energy twice. So I could do resistance from electricity.
Yeah, and then if we find out, then use the protection.
Well, because, you know, we might find out too late where it won't matter, right? You know, might as well at least preempt once.
How much time do you think?
The last 10 minutes.
Because I might be able to help one of you.
Well, do we want to take our break here before we break into the tower?
Honestly, this is probably a good point, too. I was going to kind of take it around now, because we just started a little late, because we were kind of, like, getting everybody together, and people were a little late, so that's why I was kind of,
Well,
like...
also, Chrestian
didn't join because they didn't have power. They're in chat now talking on
Ah!
Discord.
Yeah, might have. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't see that, so...
That's
we'll
why I'm letting
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So if we
Okay.
take our break, we might be able to come back with another person.
Yeah, we'll take our break here, then. Snacks, drink, bathroom break. Go ahead and do them, and we'll be back in a little bit. Thank you. We're back. Hit these buttons and have us return. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. So, there were some buffs going on, and there was a Yaalkol itching to, like, tear up a half-broken stone trapdoor. Just, like, you see his, like, hands kind of, like, getting in there. He's ready to tear it open. He's just like, huh? Huh? Huh?
That's very energetic for Yaalkol.
I know. But still.
How much of a bonus is that?
Am I
Use your
tearing the
shield.
thing open or what?
I think it would be 3 at this level for you, Revia, right?
Yeah, level 3. Or 3. Yeah, next level would be 4.
Deflection 3, so.
Yep. My crit range on this?
Oh, right. Add, Joe, add a, let me see what level it is. I would like you to add a +2 sacred bonus to your damage rolls, please. So I'm going to be casting Weapon of Awe upon you.
And it'll last, what, 8 minutes?
It'll last 8 minutes, yes.
Okay. Yep, alright, this is, so it'll be over 5 rounds. That's what... So everyone has Bless for about, roughly speaking, 11 minutes. And
look up.
everyone has DR 10 electricity.
You're 10, okay, that's important to note, thank you.
You said to damage, right?
To damage only, yes.
And we can absorb up to 110. Sorry, it's actually DR 30. And we can absorb, I think, up to 10 times my level.
Resist energy is the, in quotation, better one because it's just a flat amount you absorb. It's the...
Oh, but it's permanent. Okay.
Yeah, it's the protection from energy, which
That
can
is
absorb more, but it has a limited amount it can absorb. Which is also useful in other ways. Sort of like one of them, you have a flat amount you just resist for a period of time. The other one is...
Oh,
Fun fact,
I just
usually,
absorb
if you're going to fight an enemy that uses that type of magic, like uses all fire spells on you, you want to stack both on.
Yes! Yes, you
What is
do.
your crit range, Chester?
I crit from a 15.
15. What is your crit range, Jacub?
His is a 20.
20? Not worth casting Keen Edge on anyone.
Do you really have a 15?
Oh, Mine's keen.
It's a 17, right?
No. Because of my abilities too, it
Oh.
goes down to a 15.
Okay, yeah. I thought dueling swords were 19 to 20. Are they 18 to 20?
I should just retrain.
I think Swashbuckler ability increased the range or something. Maybe.
It
Yeah,
gives you
and
critical.
Swashbuckler, and I have keen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a note to just retrain Keen Edge off.
You can cast it on my weapon.
What's? I guess I could. Isn't it?
It's an icy rapier.
Oh right, you don't have your fancy rapier.
Well, I'm using a different one because I think it'll be more effective.
Yeah, sure. You can be Keen Edged. You have it for 80 minutes.
Well, I have it for 11 minutes.
You only have the sword for so long. Yeah. All right.
True.
You've buffed up. You're cool. Roll that strength check.
Cool.
Imagine if he fails.
It would be hilarious.
It would be very funny.
We both said it at the same time.
I would love it. It'd be so in character. Damn.
But it turns out, you know what the DC is actually?
20.
18.
Oh.
Oh my god, he does it.
Yaalkol, please. Take this seriously, Yaalkol. Damn.
You get it exactly.
Yaalkol
does
exactly
again, you cleared the rubble as much, but the door is kind of damaged. It's kind of got like some stuff that like it's really kind of hard to pull it apart. And so you just kind of like kind of wrench it up, what's left of this kind of stone door kind of, and it's kind of hard to get it all the way out of the way, this like kind of cracked, damaged piece of stone. But you get it enough, certainly, that all of you can, like, it's out of the way, and all of you can kind of squeeze in there at this point in time without much trouble.
If you guys want, I'll take point since I can see hidden traps and doors.
You can easily see that
I can try to find them.
This trapdoor leads to a curved flight of stairs that winds down into the tower.
Also, is it completely dark in here?
How far down?
You have no idea. It curves.
Oh, curves.
Yeah, curves.
Oh, so it's got a wall on one.
Yeah.
It's got walls on two. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the stairway itself is carved out of it. I can give me a second.
I bamf my goggles of night onto my face.
If you want to tap my sword, I'll take. Like I said, I'll take point.
Sure. I touched your sword, and now you have the holy sword.
If you want to,
I have a holy lightsaber.
If you want to look at the tower, I just revealed how it kind of looks in the tower there. How it's like kind of like in the middle of it, at the top of it.
I guess we are going at decent pace, right? We're not going super slow, I think.
Yeah.
I'm keeping an eye out for traps.
So, you don't find any traps, I'm going to say, as you kind of wind down the staircase, but you can see that the walls of this staircase are carved with disturbing imagery of coils of tentacles, seemingly without end, twisting downwards into the darkness. You can see them now and then. The tentacles are shown crushing people, ships, and in a few cases, cities or islands. And in the midst of these, there's an eerie repeating symbol, an octopus eye surrounded by a sinister rune. Religion check anybody on that one?
Sure.
I am historically bad at
Dagon?
It is Dagon.
Shocker.
The demon lord of deformity, the sea, and sea monsters.
Myste is visibly uncomfortable here.
Eventually, let me just review area.
You know, Revia theoretically should be, but she's not because this is just loot. That's all she thinks about.
Hi there. I should have revealed an area right here, where the staircase comes down to a door at the end.
Doorway.
All right, let's put ourselves in order. I'm gonna guess it's Chester, Yaalkol, me, and then Jacub.
Jacub in the back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's the
Which way's front? Which way's back?
I assume this is front.
You're good. You're in your spot.
Oh, Chester just goes right in front of me.
Yeah, because I'm keeping an eye out for traps.
Yeah, there you go.
So many. There's more squares.
I was just about to move myself.
Oh, go ahead then. Move yourself then.
Well, I don't know why you moved it into blackness.
I moved you out of the darkness. Thank you very much. You moved yourself into the darkness. You chose the void.
For your hiding in the shadows.
There. Wow. You aren't Urstill.
I'm not allowed to do that, or I lose my most of my swashbuckler abilities.
All right. Yeah, there's a door in front of you.
Is it trapped?
You see
I'll
no
look at
traps. Go ahead.
Okay.
I mean,
I
go
will
ahead.
look at
No, you don't
Oh,
see anything.
no
finally. Okay, well at least it was finally a decent roll again.
DC 37 fireball.
Just
Yeah,
right here in the hall.
It's
hitting
a
everybody.
DC 40.
Just
20,
on this one tile.
It's a 20d6 fireball shot by the death knight.
Yeah, on this single tile, you're the only one affected.
That's why it's 20d6 actually, because it's a compressed fireball. It's also powered.
It's sleight of hand to try. Oh, is it locked?
No.
Okay, then I don't have to worry about
I'd
it.
love if it
It
was
always
locked.
happens. People are like, "I want to unlock it." Did you try the knob?
Well, that's why I paused there
love-
for a second.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
like, wait.
It's happened so often because they're like, "It must be locked." I don't know. It happens to me too. It's just
Surely.
funny. What
Who
happens?
would leave the
I'm just gonna
door
do that
unlocked?
because you've entered into the area.
It's just
Wait,
it's something that's happens so often.
and we'll do that so you can see that there. All right. Patches of dull blue mold spot the
Fuck.
walls of this room.
Bad.
Partially obscuring a faded mural that depicts some sort of enormous amalgam of fish, eel, and cephalopod rising from the shore of an island. Opposite the entrance, a pair of patina-crusted iron posts suspend a massive gold-plated disc etched with elaborate runes. With the center of the disc scares a grayish and bulbous fleshy eye with a horizontal-shaped pupil. Besides each post, a serpentine basin rests upon a short wooden pedestal painted with flecked gold leaf. Within a small alcove opposite the massive disc stands a wooden statue also painted in badly flaking gold leaf. The statue depicts the same hard creature that is shown in the mural and holds its hands in front of its chest to clench a fist-sized chunk of serpentine carved in the shape of a human heart. A reinforced wooden door stands to the southwest, its hinges and metal hardware forged in the shapes of fish fins and spiked gills. Iron spikes have been hammered into the perimeter of the door, presumably to hold it shut. Crudely scrawled graffiti mars the door's face.
Well, I'm gonna look around and see if there's any traps before anyone moves into the roof.
Okay. Roll that perception then.
You know, I was gonna make a joke about you being overcautious, but you're doing the
This
smart
is
thing.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Like,
don't see
because I'm
anything.
the crazy person that
Yeah.
just walks in like a madman.
Yeah. You don't see anything. You just take
um,
like a cursory glance. No
Yeah.
sign of anything.
will-
Does anyone know if this mold is an issue?
Who has nature?
I actually have nature.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob pushes to the front and rolls his knowledge nature.
I mean, I'll step in, but I'm covering my mouth with my cloak.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a Jacob knowledge nature.
He does not believe. He doesn't recognize it as anything that's inherently dangerous. Type of
Okay.
mold.
And we hold W.
As a note, as we're going through here, I do have a detect magic up, just looking around to see if anything pings as magical. Not studying it, I just want to see if anything, any of these objects will ping.
Interesting choice. That's actually really
Let me see here. I have to check something to see if something is magical. Give me a
That's
second.
fair.
Yeah, I don't walk into, towers from hell without
Well,
checking for
technically,
traps.
this
No,
isn't
bro.
from hell.
Listen,
Or-
Joe. You're very reasonable. I'm just a madman that's just like, fuck it. Let's see what happens. Okay? Listen.
I mean, if this was from the hells, Misty would be a lot more comfortable with it. to be
Okay,
fair.
wherever
The abyss.
The Abyss.
the abyss. Sorry.
It's called Abyss Stone. Weren't you listening, Chester?
Jeez. The
Hell,
lore.
abyss, whatever.
They're so different.
It's
And
a
I-
bad. They're both bad places. I don't want to go
Listen.
to either.
They are both pretty bad.
If I were to pick one, I would choose death.
Okay.
Choose option 3 and just hang out with Bisbara.
Yeah.
Dude, let's go!
She's lame.
The Maelstrom boys!
What a lame god.
Shut up, you have a lame god.
Okay.
Sorry, what does your god do? Just a dream?
There
Lame?
does seem to
I'm sorry, my god's in a polyamorous lesbian relation. What's yours then?
Fucking in love with pirating, bitches!
Okay.
There's magic.
Most of this room is not magical, though there is an actual... There is a general magic to the tower itself.
Okay.
That you can detect. We talked about that earlier, that there's magic in the construction of the tower that helps it survive.
Well, we're on a time limit, otherwise I would focus and try to figure it out.
The other thing is there is magic on the door itself, too. It could be similar. Yeah, the wooden door that seems to be, weirdly reinforced.
I will focus on the door.
Okay.
Can anyone read the runes on that golden
what
plate?
I will learn, because I'll focus on it for the 3 rounds.
Okay, what's round 2?
2 is number of different auras, and the power, and then 3 is when I can make a check.
You'd actually have to at least do round 2 to notice there's a particular one.
And then 3 is when I can make the check.
Yeah.
Trying like Jacub should really be the one doing this to it.
I mean, we could just say Jacob's.
There are 2 auras on the door that you will notice.
Okay.
The aura is okay. I have to check detect magic to see relative spell level for aura power. Give me a second here to do that. I would say both auras are moderate auras.
Moderate, okay.
One of them seems to be conjuration, the other seems to be transmutation.
Okay, technically I would have had to make the roll for that, but...
I thought you get a...
No, you have to roll an Arcana to determine the schools.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that. Well,
let me roll an Arcana, and then I can determine if I in character know that.
Okay.
We can also say Jacob.
23, DC is 15 plus spell level.
Then I would say you're good for that. They're not 8th level spells. I said they're moderate, which is 4 to 6.
You'd make an 8th level spell, in fact.
Yeah.
So, they're not 9th level spells.
I'll inform the party that this door is magical, moderate auras, and you said conjuration and transmutation?
Yes.
Okay.
Does anyone understand the runes on that plate?
I could take a look at it when we have time.
Is it a language? Tethys?
The runes on the plate.
Oh, you do have confident language.
I cast it earlier. It did say that.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, let me just check. They are not particular a language the way that you would use them.
Well.
Okay, so it's like a code?
It would be more... Knowledge religion?
Could be arcane.
Hi.
I mean, I got that.
29.
Hi. Yes, a lot of this here is decorative motifs of the worship of Dagon.
Okay, I'll just inform you that's relatively meaningless.
It's just basically the way, this stuff here is paintings and statuary representation of the various cultural depictions of Dagon.
I just didn't know if it might be like a warning or something.
No, it's fair. Being cautious is very good when you're in towers from the abyss.
Yes.
Run away or you're gonna die horribly type of warnings.
Yeah.
What should we do about the door that's nailed shut?
I think, can
Oh,
someone...
I'm sorry, it wasn't, it wasn't the door. I'm sorry, it's not the door. I made the mistake. The door doesn't have the magic on it. It's the statue has those spells on it. The one that's holding the heart.
I can make an assumption of what that will do. But I would ask Jacub for a second opinion, as I'm not a wizard.
I mean, he could make the assumption that the horrible creature that's holding out its, in quotations, hands and holding a fist-sized carved human heart, don't play around with it. Whether or not that, like, it's directly, like, you know, you take something from it, you interact with it in some way. It's hard to say what would trigger whatever the magic's on it or how the magic affect you, but, like, you know.
Lick the heart. Got it.
Yeah, just eat it.
The door, I said it had some graffiti written on it, and when you get close to it, you can see it's written with charcoal in the common tongue, and it simply reads, "She lives."
Oh.
Well, that's not good.
Ominous.
Beneath the inscription is a charcoal handprint with wide splayed fingers. Knowledge religion check on that.
Damn, I am gonna die.
Yeah. You know that handprint is associated with the sects of Norgoberites, holy assassins who refer to themselves as Black Fingers. With that religion check and your history check earlier, you will remember that Captain Iger was a cleric, was a servant of Norgober, and you're pretty sure that means she must have been a Black Finger. Basically, holy assassin.
Hey, we're learning more secrets we could sell to some halflings.
Writing down.
This door here, you could either break it open or remove the spikes, honestly.
Removing the spikes might be a little less,
We are on a time
noisy.
limit.
We want to go quick, though, so hammer the fuck out of the door, boys. That's what I recommend.
We do need to, because we're buffed, so... I do,
Sometimes-
as a note, I do note down in my little notebook that she was assassin.
Holy
Good.
assassin.
More secrets we can sell for help against Harrigan.
I can reveal that there. Hello,
Potentially.
there's that statue. There, yeah. That's what I was
Let's take it off. Filter into this.
you're gonna bash a door open. It's a wooden door. It doesn't take that long. I mean,
The
honestly.
door gets fucked.
Yeah, I'll just reveal that there.
Battering ram.
And we can reveal this here. There you go. As we reveal more of the tower. And so, this room
Before
here.
we walk in, I'm going to check for traps.
Okay. A guiding row of black iron candle holders protrudes from the curving southwest wall. Their candles have long since melted into foul-scented yellowish tallow lumps. Behind the candles, flaking plaster lies in the shape of fish scales exposed a rough stone wall. Within the shallow alcove at the end of the hall stands a serpentine-carved statue in the shape of a naked human male being devoured by tiny flesh-boring eels that wind their hungry way through every part of his body, save for an area over the center of his chest.
Lovely.
Make your perception check then, Joseph.
Oh, god
Chester?
damn!
Again, you see nothing.
I'm blind! I see
We enter,
nothing!
boys.
Well, no traps. It just looks like a room. It's this room, and there's a statue here.
Okay. And there's no obvious exit? Is it like a...
From here,
is it
when
like-
you're looking, you can see nothing. Like, Chester's just, like, looking into the room and sees no traps, you know?
I move in now.
After Chester looks, walk in. Do I see anything?
No obvious ways out.
Yes.
Will
I'll roll
brush
this.
my amulet and attempt to detect secret doors.
Okay.
That's no need for my perception. But I rolled it.
So, between the two of you, you and Misty will be able to notice that the statue stands over top a flight of stairs leading downward. It looks as though the statue can be slid into the alcove in the north.
Is there any magic Misty on the statue?
I'll look at it for 2 rounds. Does the statue have a magical aura? I'm not going to look at it for 3, unless it does.
No.
No, you're good.
Well, yeah, cool. Do you want to move it? You're probably going to be
Captain?
the easiest person to move it.
Yeah, I can absolutely do so.
I'll be your cheerleader, Yaalkol.
This is a strength check there, Tantus?
And I'll be ready to look down the hole. Well, down the stairs.
Damn.
You're looking down some boulders.
Okay.
It's
Well,
forward.
there will be no
That's
strength check. You can
strange
just
you would
slide
do
it, honestly.
Okay.
As you push it out of the way, though, the statue suddenly streaks in horrific pain as the burrowing eels seemingly come to life. Hi! Curses aren't detected through detect magic. Everybody
That's
make
true.
will saves against the curse in this room.
Oh no.
I have -2 to this. -4, sorry.
You would have the -4. It is a curse effect.
Is it an enchantment?
Will?
Or is
It
it
is
enchantment?
will.
Oh,
18, that's
crap.
not good.
Okay.
10 is not good.
That is
Yaalkol
really bad.
has made it. Someone please
haven't-
roll for Jacub.
That's a 12.
Hey, we're gonna be petrified, boys. Game over.
Here, I got you.
Not
Jake.
that bad. Not that bad. Okay,
I
so
shouldn't have rolled. Why did I roll?
Yaalkol is the only person that has made it. Everyone else, flesh-eating eels have manifested on your bodies.
So that's like just death, I guess?
No. So,
What
Do
happened?
I see the eels on their bodies?
okay, let me roll something here. So, all of you, I'll just roll once for everybody. Hi, this D4. 3 Constitution, drain for everybody.
Drain. Oh, fuck.
And you're staggered for 24 hours.
So I guess we leave.
I guess, yeah, we just leave and come back tomorrow.
Yeah, you're cool. You're sickened for a minute. That's it.
So we leave.
Yeah, these are the worst kind of traps because it just.
Oh, wait, did
delays
you ask
the
it was
inevitable.
mind affecting?
It was a charm, but it doesn't matter. I
Yeah,
mean, I rolled if either enchantment. That's a 14.
Let me just check.
Yeah, well, we leave then, I guess. I mean, we're staggered. We literally can't do anything.
Yeah, so we're out of here, I guess.
Yeah.
And we need restoration spells to get rid of it.
You do, and I guess someone could give me, I don't know what the hell knowledge on curses is.
Arcana, usually,
Arcana?
or religion.
Sure, someone can Arcana this.
Jacub.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Roll for him. Okay.
All right, he knows about it. I will tell you, Jacub is also going to kind of suggest here, hey, it looks like this place is horribly trapped. Maybe that's what's keeping things out rather than monsters, most of it.
And I didn't even think about it. I could have used my one ability to gain
Yeah,
+9
you
to that.
specifically said, let's rush through unless we think it's trapped. And I'm like, I specifically said it might be trapped. And there's a lot of traps.
Well, to be fair,
We
were
looked for
looking
traps and
every
magic.
time. We just,
Look, I'm going to tell
Yeah,
you.
you can't detect curses.
And
No,
Jacob,
I mean-
and I'm sorry, your very good friend here, Chester, just doesn't roll very well in perception.
yeah, well, I mean,
Also,
we did look.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
we
it's the
failed,
curse
right?
of the flesh eaters.
So,
Yeah, so I guess we start casting Remove Curse.
That will also do it. Any effect that heals the con drain or also ends a staggered creature at least until the next time. Yeah, it's a remove curse. Honestly, you want Sandra on the boat, she could have come back. You know, she could have come with you because remember her fleet came in. I could say she's there to make it easy. Because
I mean, I've removed curse. The problem is, does the con drain get removed with the curse, or do we have to fix that itself? Because then that's out, bro.
any effect that heals the con drain also removes the stagger,
Well,
but it doesn't
but-
cure you overall. It's still a curse technically.
okay. Lovely.
Yeah.
Great. We have some diamonds to make dust out of.
We do. We can, like I said, we can cure this. It's just going to delay us.
I have to wait till tomorrow for remove curse.
I'm gonna say there was an easy way to get through this, but barreling through this place was the wrong plan.
I mean, we weren't
barreling. We were looking.
We failed looking checks, Tantus.
Well, no. What I mean is, like, you had one person look once, and no one then like looked into stuff afterwards. Specifically,
I mean, I looked. I rolled a 26.
Chester was just like, "Is there?" Yeah. Well, that was the other room there too. I understand. Like,
26 was for this room.
That's right. Oh yeah, that was enough for the one thing there. But honestly, let me just check something here.
Is that enough for the trap here?
No, it was a traps that have a magical thing are higher to do.
Yeah, it does. Those are like, I mean, those are really fucking hard to find. We checked.
There's something I did forget because I didn't realize you'd be going to the tower now. Hi, you're level 12.
Oh. Well,
I mean,
that also makes a slight difference.
I mean, now as you go back to the boat to recover yourselves, your horrible flesh-eating allow you to increase your abilities.
Right.
We spend... When's the next save for the curse?
It's once a day.
So that's 24 hours after the first save? Or is it... Okay.
Cool,
then we can get cured of this before that becomes a problem. So we spend 2 days, and I'll take the diamonds off of the ship sheet.
Okay.
For the restoration spells.
Okay. But yes, you certainly will be 12th level too. So if you wanna.
So I guess we should.
I mean, like that's something I forgot. That was actually something.
No, that's fair.
Because again, like I thought, I forgot when the 12th level was, honestly, for a second there. But I thought, like, holy shit, I think you should have been leveling up. I just remembered. So apologies on that one.
How many of us failed? It was 4 of us.
Yeah, 4 of us.
Cool.
Yes.
I might have been able to succeed if I would have remembered my bonus.
It's only costing us 100 DP, don't worry about it.
And surprisingly, Yaalkol
I wasn't sarcastic,
fine.
to be clear.
Yeah.
As a note, my level won't be finished because I had to pick a feat because of Gunslinger.
Okay.
Oh god, I get. I think my next tier is spells.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
level up the basics. If you need more to do, we'll kind of keep
I'll
it
do
kind
my
of like...
HP once the curse is removed.
Yeah. We can just assume, since you have access to stuff to remove it. I'm going to be honest. Curses that are associated this way, like it's probably not a high DC. I don't think to remove it.
I'm rolling a 1d20 plus 11, or sorry, plus 12.
I guess roll 4d20 or 4d20. Let's see what we got.
Yeah. Let me just make sure that's right on remove curse.
Yes.
And what level is remove curse? Is it 3rd, I think?
I think it is indeed.
It might be 2nd.
Let me check remove curse.
Level 3, yeah. Alright, I have, it's 1d20 plus caster level. I will have a decent number of 6, I think. Or d20...
Okay, so DC of the curse. Gotcha. DC of the curse. Gotcha.
Do you want to tell me so I can just have this easier?
20.
DC's 20?
DC's
Alright,
20.
so I need to roll.
Yep.
I failed 3 of them. So, it would go... I would try myself first, then I would go... it'd be myself, Myste... Chester, Jacub.
Chester, you're not cursed anymore.
Yay!
Let me just check how many spell slots I have. You can't prep. No, that's meta magic. Prep lower level spells on a higher level.
You can use higher level slots though.
Oh, I can. Oh,
yes,
you can just do that.
They will not be count as higher level.
Oh,
you can just
lovely.
use those slots.
Then I have a lot more of these.
Yes.
Okay, but I would just prep my entire. I would remove the curses, then I would do restoration. Because that's obviously the better one.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I would use all my spell slots to remove the curses, because that's just different.
Yeah.
Level 12. Okay. Yeah, I just get another 4th level, so that doesn't matter.
All right. I guess a couple more rolls. Let's see if you can roll an 8 or higher.
Yeah. It's likely. So that's used 4 spell slots. So Jacob's not cured.
Jacub is not cured.
4. That's another 3. So I have more.
Mhm.
Let's just
Who's currently cured?
Everybody
everyone
but
but Jacob.
Jacob.
Okay.
Jacob's cured.
Jacob, and now Jacob's cured.
So we have to rest for 2 days, and then I'll restore everyone. And then on day 3, we'll go back with spells prepped.
Alright, let me roll my HP now.
Okay.
That was yeah, I guess that's a
That's
good idea.
Cool. What the hell's the average for my line?
So I'm gonna retool my spells kit. I'm gonna assume we're doing a lot of traps here, so I'm gonna start prepping those spells.
Okay.
HP, yeah, everyone roll HP, right? We're leveled up.
I'm gonna... You know what? I'm gonna use that 17. I'm gonna use that 17. Jacub will spend 3 days in contemplation about the entire experience you had. And we'll come to a conclusion using the 17 you rolled, that you had me roll earlier. Congratulations.
Oh, the one I got?
Yeah, when you had me roll a d20.
Yeah, I did.
Uh-huh.
Let's go, boy.
Jacub will say, Jacub will come to you and be like, hey, you know, we detected that the statue kind of had something, and it had this weird heart in it, right? That it was kind of holding on to, that looked like it might even be able to remove because it's different material from the wooden statue. And then the other statue you pressed had a space opening where the heart would be that wasn't covered in the horrible eels.
We take the heart and we put the heart in?
Yeah, but it's sort of like you have to overcome one curse to get to the other, or a trap to get to the other. Because it looked like the statue might have been trapped. So maybe if we can figure out the trap of the statue or the trick of that, you can overcome the other one.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, so do we think there's creatures there?
There
Other
might be,
questions, guys?
but like,
Asking the
again...
party. You can't answer me that, Cantus, but I'm asking the party
Okay,
if
fine.
they think if we think if there's creatures
Possibly.
here.
It could be just traps left in this place. I don't know.
God, I'm level 12. I get epic. Yeah. Damn, that's tough.
I guess with Jacob's shitty... Well, I guess because Jacub has 3 days, he can do some research. He can tell you also... I'll just give him a little bonus again. If there are things like demons in this place, they usually have teleportation. They don't care about things like traps and can honestly just be around them. They could just ignore these. If they're here.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that does make sense.
So I'm just inputting a feat.
Yeah, I have a combat feat, but I'll have to think about that later because
I'll
that's
have to
actually complicated.
input the actual attack for it later. But
I guess I'll give you the last thing with Jacub because he's not here, you know, and I can use him as a thing. He says, why don't we take our time in those rooms and then buff afterwards because, you know, we'll be beyond these traps if we want to. We already know it's safe.
Oh, yeah, I was planning that already.
Okay.
I need to figure out how many spells I want to take that can help with traps potentially or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem with being a fucking cleric.
Choices.
Well, can't I prepare spells later, like by praying? Or no, clerics can't do that. Wizards can.
yeah, wizards can pick when they do it.
Yeah.
Well,
You have to do it. at the
wizards
beginning
can
of every
prepare.
day.
I have to do it at a specific time. Wizards can prepare spells. If they can leave spell slots open and prepare
Yes.
them later, which
Yeah.
is so sick. But I can't. I'm a fucking loser cleric. Well, I don't have any of the trap protecting spells on my list, so you know what? Fuck it. I don't feel like looking for this. We'll just deal without that.
But you know what I am doing? I am upping my perception.
Might need it.
Now I have a plus 20.
Honestly,
Magic.
might need it.
Well, you know what? I guess I'll prep to remove curses. I don't have it on my list, so I'll just type it out. But I'll prep to remove curses.
Okay. Anything else?
What do I do?
Anybody else? Is there anything else? Anything else anybody's doing before you head back in then?
Actually, let's make it a 22 just to be on the safe side.
No, I don't think I'm gonna do
No,
it.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay. Then I assume you can get back into those rooms where you were pretty easily. I mean, again, it's like getting up the tower, which you could kind of finagle it your way, and one person can use one fly spell because Jacub probably has a billion spells that he never uses anyway.
Hey, you didn't have to say the truth. That hurt.
Rude.
I'm just talking about Jacub here.
I can dig it.
Mm-hmm. But you can find yourself back in these two sets of rooms.
I flip off the statue.
All right, which one?
The second one that cursed us earlier.
Okay.
You get cursed horribly.
The horrible. Look, if you were worshippers of Dagon, it wouldn't affect you.
Sorry. We're not worshippers of a horribly evil demon god.
Dagon can kiss my.
Watch out! You don't want him kissing.
All right. Well, you flipped off the statue. What do you want to do in the meantime now?
So, all right. So the idea is someone has to bear the curse of this one to remove this curse, or we have to solve this statue and its curse problem. Right? That's the idea here.
Again, like if you look carefully, Jacob's looks. Yes, does look like indeed the man being eaten by eels. It looks as though the center of his chest. If you look at it closely, it looks like it can be rotated and pushed in to reveal a heart-shaped hollow. So
we
yes,
need
indeed.
to take the heart off the other one, but we also know that the other statue had stuff cast on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will give a reminder, because it's something people forget about. You can definitely always take a 20, especially if you're taking your time. Which, this time, you if you want to take a 20 doing something, or 10. You can also take a 10. You are not threatened by anything right now. Even if you
take a 20 looking at that first statue and see if I can figure out any way to move the heart without activating anything. Since we know it's trapped.
I'm going to tell you, it definitely looks like the heart could be replaced. What's your check with
my perception's a 22.
So you'd have a 42 with it.
Yeah.
Pretty high.
I think that's enough for this. You get the idea that the heart, in its place, seems to have... it's Indiana Jones.
Oh, okay. We have to find an item of similar shape and weight.
Yes.
Let me look at my legendary.
I have sleight of hand of 10.
Let me look at my legendary robes of useful item.
I mean, can any of us estimate though the weight of the stone heart?
If someone had a praise, probably.
Sure. Appraise will work. Sure.
I don't have a praise. I was just saying that'd probably be a good one.
I'd take the praise.
I don't have it.
There's probably other things you could use for it. I guess. Engineering?
This is like the one. This is like the one use of a praise.
Well, I mean, appraise has a lot of uses, but not in this campaign.
Funnily enough, it actually does. We just never do it because we just sell everything.
Honestly, also it's because
you're gonna praise something before you sell it to make sure you're getting a good.
Well, no, it's like normally I would have you roll a lot more appraises, but you sell so much stuff it would just bog things down to like.
Also, we have someone that can do it.
Appraise can also be used to substitute persuasion for shopping.
I mean, I don't have it, but would dungeoneering work if someone has dungeoneering?
Well, honestly,
you could kind of estimate similar materials, I'd say.
If you're
Engine-
splunking, you kind of need to know that, right? Indiana Jones and all.
I mean, I don't have dungeoneering, but I'm saying if someone does, that might be an appropriate
engineering
skill.
to try and determine the
sorry.
appropriate size of the material to what it would weigh.
Jacub has appraise.
Okay.
Oh,
Jacub had appraise.
I'll
pretty
take a
good.
dungeon. I'll take the other rolls too, just for helping for this entire thing here. That's a pretty good praise, though.
So we can get engineering and a dungeoneering.
I don't have dungeoneering. I was saying if
Oh,
somebody
I
had
can
it.
do engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, that should be plus 12 now.
Okay. So your estimation from kind of like looking at the size and shape of the material is, and generally speaking, you have an idea of like what kind of shaped material it would be. Jacub kind of says like it's serpentite, which tends to be. It's hard to compare the materials in like weight. I'm going to say for me in my brain, but
that's fair.
you know, he could. Someone roll a perception for Jacub. He can take a look around to see if there's something of equivalent weight and value in the area.
Can someone else find an item for him?
Possibly, if he wants to like
I
look
could
around.
take a 20 to look
Yeah,
around.
he can say like, look for some kind of like stone or piece of stuff for me. We need something
Sorry,
that's
that's
like
his
stone.
perception check. He had
Oh,
a
I'll
0.
take a
Ah.
20.
I'll take a 20 and get a 42.
Okay.
I don't. Well, let's
take
not
a 10 and
make
get
it
a
like 10. A
I'll
minute.
take
We're not gonna
okay.
get a 20.
Yeah,
The,
okay,
the 10 will
okay.
certainly find you
32.
something.
Let,
Taking
let's
a quick
chill.
look
Let it take
around,
an hour for that.
you can find like a number of weird stones and stuff that you can point out. And you can be like, "How does this look?" And you can be like, "No, that's not great," and kind of keep going through stuff like that. And eventually, though, what you can find is in one of the basins next to the like big eye carving that I talked about. It looks as though they were once filled with salt water, and inside one is a fist-sized chunk of salt. And Jacub will look at it and be like, that might work. Salt has a similar weight to serpentite. We just need to quickly swap them out.
Does anyone
Yes,
have a better
fine.
sleight of hand than mine?
What is yours?
10.
No.
Not likely.
Mine's 6.
I will attempt it then.
All right, you're going to Indiana Jones it.
Can we assist him somehow?
I stand far away from this.
I could have someone try to to grab the heart meat and replace it real quick. Maybe that could be
Would
an
that
assist.
help?
Sure. Does anybody else have
I'm-
training in sleight of hand?
No, but I'm gonna guidance this man.
All right, guidance sounds
I
great.
don't.
Have a
But I
plus
did the
1.
natural +5.
I'll tell you.
I
I'll actually. This is one that I would allow a DC, a straight up Dex check to assist with grabbing the initial one, because you're trying to
Alright,
do it
I
as
will-
quickly as possible. I would allow
I'll-
that here.
I'll risk myself to this curse to help him.
Okay.
Although I shouldn't, because I'm literally the most. That's fine. All right, DC 10 Dex check. I hit it, boys. I never
Okay,
fail.
so I'm getting a total of an additional +3.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So I already factored it in. Let's see. And I roll a fucking.
Oh,
Okay.
you all get horribly cursed. Well, I guess everyone else is in like the stairs, probably away
Mhm.
from this mess. So like they don't get cursed, hopefully.
Yeah, I would tell people to
so,
stand back just in case.
Because you are still replacing it, that's good. What's bad is,
Didn't replace
there's
it
two of
quick-
you in the room, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Who wants to be 1-2? Who wants to be 3-4?
I don't care.
I'll be 1 and 3. How about that?
That's dumb.
I'll do it. Okay. Hey,
Um,
God, this is awful. All
I
right.
deserve it.
I'm gonna
Me
roll
too.
something here.
Your cockiness.
Okay.
Look, I just always fail, so I can say I never fail and feel happy.
This may be hilarious.
I could
Let me
be.
roll something. What's your touch AC?
22.
You are lucky. The ray that blasts out from the eye in the center of this statue misses you, As then your other person will successfully put the other thing back because they failed, but honestly were attempting to do it, so you only get one round of it. You do not take wisdom damage. You do not make a save versus polymorph, a baleful polymorph.
Oh god.
Okay, I gotta be real though. Do I really get my dex here? Am I not flat-footed?
You know something's gonna happen. I'm gonna be
Oh,
nice.
that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I guess you can't be flat-footed touched, right?
No.
Yeah.
You
Calculation.
cannot
Yeah.
be flat-footed.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what was its attack bonus?
A plus 10.
Would that hit you, Chester?
I
17?
gotta look. Hold on here. My touch is a 19 now.
Okay. So.
Well, good
didn't
news.
matter
I
that
rolled a 7. You wouldn't
Yeah.
have been transformed into a horrible mixture of eel, octopus, and hagfish. That automatically fails the will save from baleful polymorph and probably starts asphyxiating. It's kind of awful.
That
And the
just
salt
kills you.
water's no longer in the jar, so you can't even try to stick the person into the jar.
Yeah.
Someone would have to cast air breathing on me. The spell we obviously have prepared for this campaign.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I have a heart.
you have a heart. You can put it in the other thing, and you can
I
get
will
through it.
stick it in the other thing's chest.
Hey,
Just-
congratulations. You've got through
Nothing
it.
happened. Like before they walked through Chester, nothing happened. Okay. We did it.
I just give you a wink.
It technically created a vile-smelling water that it spurted out towards you, that you managed to dodge out of the way of.
It shot a water gun at you, man.
Oh, hey, I can...
So what happened?
happened?
You do it?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
we did it. No problems.
I have a heart. I am inserting the heart.
Hey, look, this is what the horrible eye that spurred at you looks like. The eye
So
of
did it
Jacob.
like open up and then shoot at him?
It just
I mean,
does that.
technically, there was no problem. I didn't get hit by it.
Because I think it's technically the... Oh, no, it's not the statue. It's the big circular thing behind the statue squirts at you, kind of.
Oh,
you know?
that's the disc.
Yeah, the disc.
The golden disc that
Yeah.
shot it, squirted
Oh,
at
alright.
you.
We proceed.
All right, you head down some more stairs.
Please.
These are such horrible curses and stuff. God. Let me reveal some stuff then. Hey, you're heading downstairs. Boom. And boom.
Where do we start?
I assume here.
Is it up here?
That looks about correct. Sure.
I'll
well,
step in first and look.
It is the wall, right?
Well, yeah, this would be
It
the
doesn't-
top. We walk this way.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, now looking where the next floor down is, that is correct. Sorry.
Yeah, this is a stairwell down.
Welcome to this room. A huge, once lavish tapestries hang in the circular chamber. The chamber walls. Oh, the curtains are now sodden with thick, yellowish fungus. The floors of the northwest portion of this chamber has crumbled away into the chamber below, leaving behind a gaping hole of significant cracks and fissures remaining mold-encrusted floor. A few furnishings remain, including a moldering remnants of chairs decorated with gold leaf and a wooden table, ornately carved with Ichthian motifs and draped with rotten silken cloth. A clay statue sculpting the image of a bloated fish-like humanoid stands at the south, also covered with mold. A few feet ahead, another flight of stairs descends deeper into the a lower chamber exposed by the collapsing floor.
You want a perception?
With my human eyes.
I'll also
Oh my god!
be nice, dude.
You know, you should stop rolling perceptions till you need to. You have to build up the luck energy, you know?
Yeah, do you need a perception from others?
Sure.
You know,
Fair enough.
fate's like that.
Okay, there we go.
What? Wait, what?
Wait, I need to see if I can complete this.
Damn you,
I
Phil!
was
You
so
fucked it!
close.
Wow,
That is
I
so
cannot believe you did this to us.
You fucked it.
Oh man, that's so improbable
You're
though.
so lame.
That's
There's
still
what?
pretty
Loser.
crazy.
a 5% times a 5% times a 5% times a 5% is a very low percent.
Yeah.
That's still kind of hilarious that that ended up that way. I'm not gonna lie.
It was so close.
All right.
I also think it's funny that my natural one is the same as Yaalkol's critical.
You know, it's just like that sometimes.
It do be like that though.
Okay. I'm gonna do something here for a second. Okay. What?
I'm gonna poke my eyes out. Maybe I can see better.
I think that wouldn't help. I have the strange suspicion. No eyeballs equals auto fail.
Great. Okay. Good to know. All right. So, you do not see anything particular in here.
Mister, you still
Oh wait,
detecting magic?
actually, there is something. The statue at the other end of the area here. You can see. All of you can notice that there's glittering in this statue's eyes.
That doesn't seem normal.
Like they're made of gems. All 4 of their eyes. Also, I'm just gonna roll something here for one person here. Holy shit. So, in his infinite wisdom, your Deus Ex Jacub will reveal to yourself, this room is covered in yellow mold!
I'm immune to disease.
It's not disease, it's poison.
I cast communal delay poison.
I think it's poison? Let me check, actually.
I don't know.
I think it's a poison. Because I remember this coming up
You get
in the
sick.
game because me and Jess
It does
opened
say
up
specifically
bottles of it.
poisonous spores.
Yeah.
Yep.
So-
Alright, I delay poison communally.
Oh, good. Then if you disturb the horrible poisonous spores, you won't have to worry about it. Anyway, something horrible
we will,
happens.
just in a couple hours.
Yeah. If you're affected by it. Let me just... What do these things do? Okay. Anyway. Who's in front?
Chester.
Chester. Great.
Yaalkol's behind him, I'm behind Yaalkol, then Myste, then...
I'm gonna be smart and not forget my charmed life this time.
Yeah, that's like the best feature of Swashbuckler.
Yeah, I know, and I completely spaced on it last time.
It makes up for the fact that you have poor saves.
And now I can do it 5 times per day.
Oh, shit.
Gross.
Level 12. I got one of those.
Okay, yeah, it's a +5 I get because it's my charisma modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have to measure it out of space. Let's draw an object. Where's this draw
No.
tool? Draw the circle. Sure.
I ate it.
Is this appropriately the size I'm looking for? Maybe? Let's go with that. That seems too small, though. For the first thing that happens. Oh, it's 20-foot radius. Oh, holy shit, that's huge.
I mean, that's as big as the tower.
That's the whole room.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
just the roof.
Okay. Oh, shit. Everybody put yourselves back. I deleted you and tried to delete the circles.
Nice.
A god killed me. And Smara saved my soul. I guess I joined her in the maelstrom.
Yeah, you go straight to the abyss.
I'm not that evil.
I'll worry about the rest of what this does here. Anyway, and then, so first off, I'm going to roll 2d6. because everybody can enjoy 2d6. Do any of you resist acid?
No.
Doubtful.
Not right now, but we will in a moment.
Hey, acid fog is surrounding all of you.
Cool. We get hurt first, but then I'm gonna cast a spell.
Anyway, so Joe, emerging from above, let me reveal what this horrible thing looks like, and kind of charging into you is, this thing.
Oh,
Really, a giant
right
tentacle monster.
I hate this.
It appears to be made of intestines, and the ends
No.
of the intestines have mouths on them.
yeah, it's a
I tell him to stop it.
flip
to
off
stop
to
this
terrible.
You don't know they're clip-offs. They're worse
I-
than demons.
I do, but
Yes, you do
Okay.
it. Player knows that. Character might not know these are horrible things.
I could make a religion check.
I'm
Might
pretty
be-
sure I know it's a horrible thing.
Well, that's true.
I don't know what it is, but I know it's a horrible thing.
This is
I
also...
think it would be a planes check, though, not religion.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make a check. Two.
But yeah, those things are fucking terrible.
I will need...
Initiative?
Well... Why don't we
Wanna do
not
it
start this
next
fight?
week?
I will do its charge bite, and then I will have everybody roll against its horrific appearance. I guess only actually right now, Chester would roll against the horrific experience, because you see it, you're next to it.
I'm guessing will
What's the
save?
save for the acid fog as well, if we need any? just take damage?
It just takes damage while you're in the area, and it functions as solid fog, so now I have to click on solid fog, which functions as fog cloud, which fuck you.
So we can't see.
Yes.
So I don't see this thing coming at me.
You do. It's got a... well, you don't
can
see it
within
coming
5
at you.
feet.
Yeah, you're the only one who can see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I'm gotta cast Dispel Magic.
Yeah.
Mole.
Anyway, let me click
What
on...
kind of save do I need to make?
Well, let me roll its charge attack first, because it did do that at very least. And let's hope this works, because I could drag and drop, and I always like... Are they different? I don't think they're different. Anyway, that one.
Creatures that are moving through the solid fog take a penalty to attack and damage.
Well, that'll hit.
I guess I'll roll a d4 separate
I
then.
don't have over a 30 AC.
7 total damage, so not a huge...
On top of the but on top of the acid. Too.
Yeah. Honestly, it did a lot less damage. It rolled like minimum. Let me just see if that's everything correct. Oh, I see the difference. Sorry. Okay, now I understand. Its main beak bite does a lot more damage than its horrible intestine bites. Gotcha. That's the difference. It has 5 bite attacks. Oh god. Anyway, I'm pretty sure a horrific appearance is a will save.
Yeah, it's a fear save.
Yeah.
It's a fear safe for
Well-
knowledge.
I am going to charm life this
Okay. Good call.
because yeah,
Yeah.
and please not be crap.
Oh, that's crap.
That's
Does that
pretty bad.
include your charm life?
Yes, because I
Otherwise, he
know.
would have a plus 11.
Yeah, I normally only have a +6.
Oof.
You are nauseated then.
Lovely.
For
I can't help that.
for 4 rounds.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh, well, that's pretty rough. It's -2 to everything, I think.
And also, you can't do anything.
Oh, yeah, it's worse than sickened.
Yes.
Nausea is you can only take a move action.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna
Well.
put this here, and I'm gonna put this over here.
You want to roll initiative today or
We'll
next?
roll initiative next time. Let me just make sure I got this correct. It's just the 2 of them. It is just the 2 of them. Okay.
So I can't do anything for 4 rounds.
Yes.
We can move. That's it. You can take a single move action.
You'll take an attack of opportunity escape, but it's probably worth it.
They only get 1 out of their 5 attacks,
Well,
so honestly.
I get bonuses to AC when moving through a threatened square.
But yeah, well, that's for next week.
Yeah, it's a man-sized clod of writhing tentacles trapped, intestines wrapped around a many-toothed maw.
That's just terrible, dude. These creatures needed, like,
I've seen worse.
Go to hell.
Cliff-offs are the most alien and worst. You know what they are? They were there before demons formed. They're the original embodiment of the abyss.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't have said hell. I knew that. I should have said the abyss. But they didn't
Turned
go
out
well.
someone was doing something worse than summoning demons. They were summoning.
Yeah, they were saying the things that are worse than demons.
Yeah. Anyway.
Because they want to just destroy the multiverse.
God. This is...
That's your fun fact about these guys. They do want to just destroy the multiverse.
They do. They just consume all. Anyway, we'll worry about them next time. Because you're going to be fighting some clip-offs. Or the joke that I've had before, clip arts. I've heard that joke.
Sorry, I would rather fight clip art than this, okay?
Could I fight a clip-on instead?
No, that's a tie. But if you want to fight
Exactly.
a tie, I'm not going to stop you from fighting
Did
a
I
tie.
fight Clifford, the big red dog?
Possibly. He is only big and...
eats you.
I mean, he's only like a huge dog, so he really doesn't have very high stats. He's probably like CR5.
Well, no, because Clifford's like 20 feet tall. He's colossal.
20 feet tall is not colossal. It's gargantuan. He could be gargantuan.
Okay, he's gargantuan. He could probably swallow whole.
Still, he's just normal
It's
dog
little
otherwise.
dog, though, so it doesn't have the anatomy to swallow you whole.
What the hell the conversation?
You would cause more problems for Clifford being in his stomach than he would you.
On
Unless
that
Clifford
bombshell.
also was a red
Anyway,
dragon.
Eric, you got anything to shout out?
No. Don't get sold.
Sorry.
This is a
Very
conversation.
important. Like I just need this to be known. Don't get swallowed by him.
Yeah, Momo, anything?
Clifford?
Check me out. Discuss tabletop.
Cool. So.
Come here next week so we can fight these horrible abominations and we all of us finish leveling up to 12.
This is true. It'll
Finish.
give you the opportunity. And then, Joe.
I'm boned.
I mean, partially. I gotta be honest.
Considering I can't do crap for 4 rounds against a clip-off.
I'm gonna be honest. You've already gone through most of this dungeon anyway. There's a bunch of traps and some clip-offs. Congratulations. You found out what's here. Horrible alien monsters from beyond the veil. That turns out why people don't return from this place.
They die to these things.
They get really nauseous and die.
They get
They
nauseous
melt
from just
in the
looking
acid
at these
fog.
things. They look at these things and their minds are like blown in such a way that causes them to vomit.
And then they kill you with acid and
Yeah.
biting.
Yeah, well, hopefully I can dispel this on my turn.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, we'll worry about that all later. I'm gonna get going. Tomorrow I'll be talking about some tabletop related stuff. I'm thinking of, if you want to join me, 1 o'clock, I'm going to do a primer on some lore in Galarian, and I decided to do my favorite country that is in a horrible adventure path, because it's horribly balanced. I'm
Ustalov?
going to talk about Ustalov. I love Ustalov. It's just not in great adventure paths.
I made the best character I've ever made in that game
You really
that I
did.
played for one
I
session.
loved that character.
He was so good. Only because I didn't play him that long. He was there for 2 sessions as rainbows and sunshine in the land of sadness and depression.
It was great. And then some gaming Friday at Discuss Tabletop Saturday. I'm back for this game next week. Anyway, let's get going. I don't want to go too late for people. Let's say farewell, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.